All right, we start with the iron cross. Bend your knee if your legs are tight. This next version of the iron cross is where you're just doing the shorter movement for releasing of the back. And then we go into the regular iron cross. We lift your leg up and over, so it's a much bigger movement. You keep the leg as straight as you can. The next thing is the scorpion, and you can see how this is done. You can keep your arms out wide like this or bring them in so that they're closer to your body. But the aim is to keep your foot close to the floor and get your knee up nice and high while you're doing this. Next, we have the pigeon, and we start with the low version of the pigeon, which is a little bit easier to do. And then the next version is where you come up a little higher and it'll stretch the front of the straight leg hip. The next one here is the up dog and down dog. The first version is the easier version. It's easier on people's backs, especially in the cobra or up dog part of the stretch. And then we go into an easy transition version of the up dog, down dog, where you come down onto your knees before you go into up dog. And always keep your shoulders down and back when you're in the up dog position. So you're activating the muscles of the back. And here with the down dog, you're trying to lift your hips away from your heels to create a big stretch. This version here is the more difficult version where you're actually moving through the movement, the stretch on your hands. You're not coming down onto your knees. So it's a little bit harder to do and more advanced. Next we have tabletop. And with this, you want your feet hip width apart. And you turn your hands out slightly and you're lifting up and squeezing the glutes. And finally, we get into the torso rotation or windshield wipers. And you start with the feet on the ground. That's a modified version. Then you can advance to lifting your feet off the ground, having your hips and knees at about 90 degrees each, and anchoring your arms on the floor. And a variation of this is to cross your legs and come on over, and that'll stretch your IT band, so the muscle and the connective tissue from your hip to your knee. It's a really great stretch. So different versions of the windshield wiper stretch.